And Yol is already going to spam out a lot of your life points anyway. I don't see the Wisp being able to survive on this offlane.
But the living armor isn't going to last that long against Rocket Barrage. Wraithfire Blast has a tick as well, damage over time.
Oh, that's true, but still, the amount of regeneration you're going to get from your living armor and the amount of control and return nuke damage coming out from Yol, you basically only got one Hellfire Blast as well. Wait, are they going to... Alright, no, it's Hellfire Blast, it's not Vampiric Aura, they're definitely not going for Roshan, they're going for a level 1 smoke gank up the hill. Always on a flyer is going to be the man to go up there first. Yeah, they're calling to basically gank up this direction. And the timing, well, God's already backing up, and who are they going to find? It's going to be Seedoy. Seedoy, quick level of leap and get away. He levels up leap, and how much damage have they got? The Cog's burning up a little bit more, but they can't control him. He didn't get him inside the Cogs, he got him on the edge of the Cogs.
And the thing is, the Cogs blocked half of his team in as well, so they couldn't catch up.
Team Empire's not going to be happy with that engagement at all. That means also, like, okay, so Rocket Barrage, nothing was really lost as far as, like abilities go. Everything was pretty well standard. It's just the fact they miss out on the first kill. They at least know that Seedoy leveled up Time Walk, and also knows too Seedoy didn't walk back to base to get his mana back up again. He's staying on the lane with a low mana pool, with like 50 mana points, and he's missed the block as well. Lol. That could have been something that Jotum could have done. It didn't have to be him.
Yeah, but Treant has boots first. He's going for a walk.
Yeah, this is I walk up to Mag and then beat him with my fists, while Mag's doing the block.
That's his block. He definitely invented that.
There's actually there was a way where you can get more creeps blocked in this one too. You actually cut like a bigger box in this little region here. It can actually stack up to make like 3 camps. It's really good.
Or when Earth Spirit comes in, you can pull them into here, so they're actually stuck in the trees, but it's only 1 creep at a time. I can't wait. Earth Spirit, Legion Commander.
No,
things are gonna get so interesting.
This is the reason why people laugh at British Dota. You have concepts like this. Mag. Yeah, Jotum's walking in behind him right now. Seedoy's got no mana to jump in though, so there's not much point to it. Like, he could leap himself into the Cogs. Top lane, they're considering a Hellfire Blast into BZZ. He's still got Flame Guard, remember? And Living Armor's going to be given to him in a moment. Actually, do we even have Living Armor? Yeah, it's Living Armor. And Flame Guard's up. And it's still going to salve as well. This is why this initiation, I don't see it killing anybody. I think the Empire made the right decision just to keep it just held up a little bit more. Like, just hold it back safe. Let Silent get some really good farm into him. But to run an off-lane Ember with Skywrath Mage, now, that's a fun one. That's a new one. But you see also the middle lane. Man, this is what I'm talking about. Nolly Talisman. Look at his damage output in comparison to Scandal. And how many life points Scandal has had to burn through in order just to survive on the lane up against Lina. It's 9-2 up against a 5-0, so God's definitely not winning on the CS. But as far as like burning consumables, he definitely is.
Scandal did exceptionally well. God pushed it into the tier 1 tower, where Scandal was last sitting, and he didn't miss a single one. Like, this is Razor with an awful attack animation. He's got Circlet and Gauntlet, giving him basically no extra attack damage, but he's doing so well under the tower. I just want to see, where's the Darkseer, Toby? Where's the Darkseer for the Ember Spirit? That was so disgusting, the Ion Shell Flame Guard combo, chasing people down with Surge.
Unfortunately, they wanted a controlling hero more than what Darkseer would have provided.
Yeah.
And that's what Faceless Void does. Because Void's like, well, okay, you want to relocate on top of me? Great, I have a Chrono, and you two are going to be, like, locked together. Top lane, they're going to come in for a kill, attempting First Blood, but always want to fly. Like, they can just see him walking up. This is the Radiant Vision right now, and they can see this deep. Okay, there's your marker, right there into there, because they can't draw it properly over the river. But they can see him coming from a very, very long way away. And then you do things like this, like, you throw all harassment damage out from Yol. He's still got 3 clarities to burn through. And when BZZ is happy enough to get close enough, when he has the levels for it too, you get Syrian Chains and Flame Guard burn too. If you're lucky enough to get a Syrian Chain over on Solo, then Silent is, well, Solo is basically dead, and they could technically chain it into a kill on Silent too.
Yeah, and the trouble is they can't really leave the lane. Like, Wraith King and Wisp aren't a great ganging combo, so they've got to stack and pull, rely on getting levels, and get Wisp level 6.
Yep.
But even when Wisp hits 6 and has the relocate available, what do they use it for? They can relocate the Gyro, but then they're running into a Faceless Void, like you said, or a Lina.
I know we're also being a little bit, like, negative about this right now. But it's also the fact too, like we're feeling Team Empire's late game. Okay, you got Flame Guard off and living armor. Okay, don't even need it. BZZ solo walks himself back. 625 life points. That was a bit of a miss Searing Chain. I think he was hoping that somehow magically Searing Chain gained an extra 300 range, and we're connected to solo. But yeah, we're being rather negative about Team Empire, even though like the early game for them has been rather good. Like Scandal now, okay, yeah, he's having a crack at God. There's a haste rune he's now going to bottle up and trigger, which means all of this all on damage. Wait, can he stop attacking him and get some space? God actually did the right thing, turned around then, landed the stun on Scandal, so Yol was able to escape out. Plasma Field! Not enough range. Not enough range in it. Yol will get himself away.
Clenching moment.
Yeah. But God did the right thing. And you see that build I was talking about. 3-point Slave, 1-point Light. He actually bypassed the extra point up in the Fiery Soul to get the 3 points up in the Slave. And he might have been feeling a little bit behind on the just on the CS. And that could have been the influence for the Flame.
He has caught up though. Like he's only a couple of CS behind Scandal now, but like you said, that's because he's harassing him completely out. Scandal's sitting on the top of that ramp.
But this is what we're talking about with Alina. Like you mentioned it before. You got Alina who's just capable of nuking creep wave after creep wave. As a support hero, you knew, like, if you got arcane boots over an Alina, okay, Mag might be in trouble. Mag actually is in. Do they have a stun? They have nothing. He'll TP out. Oh, that's smart. Well, actually, BZZ's the man in trouble. He needs living armor. Oh, yeah, his Flame Guard. That'll also work. Hellfire Blast is coming off cooldown, and again, he tries the Searing Chain.
I think he keeps misclicking.
No, I think legitimately he's considering them following him. But unfortunately for him, like, Always on Fly doesn't own boots, so he's not moving at that kind of speed. I think it's also because he's going back to base. Like, if they keep following him down, the Searing Chain's latched, then that's great. If not, it doesn't matter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But the tier 1 tower will take a little bit of damage here, but they won't kill it. And this is another problem here for Team Empire. They need a lineup which will melt the towers down straight away, because living armor will regenerate it. Fortification's just trying to get rid of as much of this creep wave as possible. Actually, yeah, this is when you kind of like hope for more help. Maybe they can do it. They have themselves 3 range creeps. It's a double creep wave pushing in for Empire here. And BZZ, he's not stopping this. There's no extra support coming in. Hellfire Blast is trying to go from Always on a Fly, or at least baiting it so BZZ doesn't feel like he can come in range for a denial, and they take the tier 1 tower. Successful move from Empire.
What do you feel Void should be going for here? Because he's technically in the 1 role. Do you go for full out carry, or do you switch to, you know, like you basically play as an offlane Void, but with role 1 farm for the first 10 minutes?
Oh, he plays kill build, man. He goes Mask of Madness as early as possible and go into Maelstrom. You play as much of a carry as you possibly can. I wouldn't even worry about a BKB in this game, because it's all about getting your Chrono off, killing the Wisp as early as you possibly can, and if you technically can get him, the Clockwork or the Razor down.
So you're basically buying space for Ember Spirit?
Yes. That's all I'm seeing from him. Like, the Wisp actually could get sniped out by the Lina, which means your Chrono could then focus on, like, your other heroes. Like, if the Clockwork's one of these guys, which I think is going to cause more problems for a VP than anybody else. I'm not even seeing the Gyro as a threat until Silent has his Yasha up and running. And then you'll probably consider focusing him down. But you got like triple nukes, man. You got Mystic Flare and you got Laguna Blade. Combining up with the control of the Faceless Void. And then you got your extra nukes coming in from the Lina, because you can't underestimate the power of just Light Strike Array and a Slave.
And then Sleight of Fist in the Chrono?
Yep. Sleight of Fist, if you can time the Searing Chain right too, you can lock him and hold him there even after the Chrono. Should also point out too the build which we're seeing from Lina is Treads and Null Talisman. Now, God did this before as well with his Lina. He builds into a Yule Scepter next. And I was always wondering about that one. And maybe you can agree or disagree with this one. But my logic is, as a support, you're not going to have a hell of a lot of items. So you just buy yourself Arcane Boost. And that allows you to spam up the rest of your stuff. But when you run a core Lina in the mid, you want to be able to buff up your damage. Like, look at it, it's 83 damage right now coming out from Lina with just a basic attack. Let alone with Fiery Soul, buff up attack speed and chisel. So you have all of that together. So I see Lina more as a physical DPSer while still having a large amount of magical nuke. And that's why he builds this way.
It's also about guaranteed stun. because you can use them up into the air, then light strike array.
Yeah. And who's really going to get himself out of that one?
Wisp is pretty much the only one if he spams tether on an allied unit. But even then, it's pretty risky.
They're pinging out always on a fly in the top lane. Empire's trying to give him space to crack his level 6 to get his ultimate. Solo is still short of his own level 6. They did a... Well, actually, they attempted a stack, but then... Hey! Double Spirit is down. He actually got himself a double Searing Chain. Solo was able to get the tether off. They need a little bit more damage, and they're going to get it. And that is somehow... That's actually our first blood.
9 minutes into the game.
Always on a fly. You don't want to be here, man. But then again, Mag, he's getting in here as well. There's Living Armor trying to protect up God. He got the Laguna Blade off, which means the Wraith King does die. The cooldown also wafted out there from Silent. They're searching for a kill on Jotum. And it will be a 2-for-2 trade. Silent with a double kill. And that's the danger zone right now. Like, what'd you get? You got a Wisp and a Wraith King that you just gave Silent the rest of his Yasha and some extra money as well.
And also the fact that Silent is leading the CS board. His supports have done such a great job stacking and pulling, giving him last hits. But he's ahead of the Void, who has basically had uncontested farm on the bot lane. He was even supported by the Treant and Skyrath down there at one point.
Yeah. Things are getting a little rough here as far as, like... Yeah, okay. Faceless Void, yeah, I can understand that. Until I see an effective Faceless Void in the team fight, I'm not going to write home about it because... Like, for me, everything turned around when they just gave those 2 kills to Silent. Like, Mr. Yasha, Ring of Aquila, you don't give Silent a buffed-up Gyrocopter. It's his signature hero. If you're looking for anyone that can make the most out of a small amount of farm on a Gyrocopter, Silent's the man. And the fact he's being buffed up by a Solo at the same time, who does have relocate now, this means Silent can continuously farm up. He'll be pushing out top lane. They're looking for the 10-minute rune to go into Solo. But they can come at any moment while they continuously farm up. That right there is the scariest thing in my mind that VP need to be able to do something about. Scandal's walking up. Look how aggressive he's being too. He's seeing 2 support heroes walking north. BZZ is hiding in the tree line for the moment. But if they relocate up here... There's support coming in from the side. Yeah, Mag's going to hook shot in. And that's a dead Yol. That's a very, very dead Yol. He throws out the orb, and now Scandal, there's your relocate. And they're going to just, wait, no, actually, whoa, the Chrono! The Chrono cancels the relocation! Silent's locked up here as well. The cooldown's going to buy him a little bit more space, but there's a mass amount of spirits coming out. Now, Skywrath Mage for your combo breakers, like, worth it for VP?
Pseudo went for a Midas, so he's not gone for the Mask of Madness Maelstrom, straight into fighting.
Well, his confidence to think he's got that much time. Maybe God's meant to do that. He's already thrown Laguna Blade God on this bottom lane and always on a fly. Okay, there's moved up Searing Chains. He's going to get himself in range, and there it is. Light Strike Array as well was there to cancel off the TP. While up on top lane, John's looking to dive on Scandal. So the VP line up, they prep themselves with an Observer Ward, but with no Chrono, they're not going to go for it.
I mean, Void was sitting on about 2k gold and he was holding off on buying an item. After those kills top, like you mentioned, it sort of swung around. I think that the Ember Spirit feels he's got enough out of this. He's basically got drums. So as an offlane Ember, you've done pretty damn well to get this amount of farm. Oh, bot lane.
Yeah, but Silent can't do much about it. They've still got Living Armor and Flame Guard. This is why, like, the advantage need to be kept by Silent. Now, God, well, he doesn't have Laguna Blade. Attempts the Light Strike Array. He's going to miss it. And Solo continues to tank through it all. And Mag's down here with a hook shot. The advantage need to be kept up by Silent. This is what was going to make him scary. But you're right. With the fact you managed to finish up drums for an Ember Spirit, basically, there's too much. And you've got a Treant Protector who's sitting there with Overgrowth, waiting to come in behind and make sure that Solo as well as Silent remain where they are. Chrono's off cooldown in 21-second time. I think Ember and Lena and everyone else for VP can buy that space for Void to get his next big item. Like, he's almost got his Mask of Madness if he wants it.
And Empire now? Is that relocate mid? Yeah, they're looking for the Skyrath.
He's so far up, though. Because he's got an Observer Ward, he's able to get the concussive shot off. They won't reach Yol in time here.
375 move speed. See ya!
And he wins. He wins with 375, but they relocate back down again. Seedoy leaps down, and they got the Searing Chain over on Solo. He's going to tether away and moves up. The cooldown's trying to slow him down. BZZ, no extra Sleight of Fist. Solo, 76 life points. You're going to have to split the fight up, however. Solo, I don't think you're going to be catching that one, man. Silent, locked inside Seedoy, but it's a Solo Chrono. And BZZ, look how far he's in behind the tower. They're losing their own teams. It's a triple kill for Silent. And BZZ is a Lone Ranger by himself, losing his entire team trying to chase down a Wisp, who was supposed to be a secure kill. That's a 5-for-1 gyro now, man. A 5-for-1 gyro. And what could be an SMY, but could very easily, yeah, it's a BKB instead. He's a recipe away from having BKB 14 minutes in on a gyro. 7.6k net worth. The nearest is 5.2 on the Faceless Void for the Radiant side.
And then there's Scandal, who we really haven't seen much after the first 7 minutes. He's almost got mech. He's done pretty well.
He has.
That mid lane was rough.
Coming on the courier.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's on the courier, man.
And so it begins.
It's so Empire's glorious year of the team fight. But BZZ, we still have to keep in mind the amount of damage capable of BZZ is still very, very high, and the kill potential is very, very low for Team Empire, unless they have moments like that where VP just split their priorities. It's like, I want to get a kill over here, but I want to get a kill over there, and Jotum's like, well, I don't know who I'm supposed to be living armoring right now. Who's our beating bag on the front line? It's meant to technically be the Ember Spirit.
That's the thing. Priorities is a massive thing in Dota 2, and I was going to point out before that fight broke out how well VP were doing, having Skyrath mid, gain farm there, Void top, and have the Ember bot. And they were doing pretty damn well. They're getting back into the game, getting items on their key heroes. But then they feel forced into these situations where Empire relocate, and they want to try and take advantage of that, find a pick off, or they want to try and find that Gyrocopter and Wisp when they relocate to catch them out. But then they get caught up, focusing on different heroes.
They go on Scandal. Mystic Flare's going to evaporate him. He's still got the Meg charge up, however, which means he'll survive. Relocate him from Silent, but they get locked in place by the Overgrowth. And now Void, he's looking for the big Chrono, and he caught two. Mag and Silent. Now Solo's going to actually relocate one back out again. Actually, no, he's not. They're going to... Yeah, he turned it off. The Clockwork goes down inside the Chrono. He could have technically taken Silent back with him.
But they expend so much. They send 5 heroes mid, use Chrono, get 1 kill on a Clockwork, who's an expendable hero for Empire, while Wraith King is getting farm and gold top. The Gyro, sure, he had to relocate in mid, but he's going to get experience mid, possibly go to Ancients, which are fully stacked up. Yep. I guess that's where they relocated from. They were trying to take the stacks and then move to mid.
Yep, this is Silence BKB. He has it now. Wow, that's fast. This is really just too easy for him. This is too easy for Empire. This is going through the motions of just a silent carry. Like, Mag's Clockwork also is a signature style hero for him. He knows what his duty is right now. His duty is to be what you said before, an expendable hero. You hook shot in, you throw up your battery assault and power cogs. You hope you trap in someone like Alina, so you restrict her movement. But that's probably also the reason why we see a change up in the build from God. He went for a 4-staff as opposed to a Yule Scepter as his first item. This is just meant to be so he can escape that initial initiation from the Clockwork and also get out of range of that cooldown.
Escape from cogs, get away from relocate, everything. Yep. But also, the flip side, if they want to try and find a pick-off, they need to do it so quickly, he might even want to push the Treant in. So 4-staff the Treant in, use Overgrowth first, then have the Void Chrono as the sort of second form of initiation, then you've got Skyrath and then Ember Spirit to follow up.
Sounds like a good combination. Silent, trouble. Has to pop the BKB, but then BZZ realizes how much trouble he's in. Is there some living armor? He's got spirits. Jumps away, jumps back though. At the same time, Scandal was moving over, and Seedoy has 8 seconds until his Chrono's back off cooldown. If that was off cooldown right now, they would be initiating on Scandal and forcing Silent to come in and try and help him.
Wraith King's nearly got his blink, so we might see the Death Ball come sooner rather than later for Empire. Just go for these tier 2s, get Roshan first possibly, but that tier 1 mid I think is going to be a key for them. Get into that Radiant jungle, because they've already taken tier 1 bot, and once they get in there, that limits Ember's farm so drastically.
It really is a wonderful initiation, that Wraith King. He's such a sponge. Void, hey, Chrono coming mid, but Mag! The perfect hook shot in, he's going to isolate Seedoy right now, and Silent, the Meg charge comes in, and Seedoy is completely dead on the wrong side. That support came quickly, and now Wisp's going to relocate Silent over. They're on the other side of the tier 1 tower. A little bit short on that relocate, and God will evaporate him with that Laguna Blade, but he loses his own life, and they will lose their tier 1 tower here in the middle lane for that one. Mag made that fight so well for Empire.
And then the Wraith King managed to get from top lane all the way to mid really quickly with that blink. Finding that Void on his escape route.
has fallen.
Did he go through the Express Riverway? No, he TP'd in. He TP'd in. TP's on cooldown. They go in for now, Roshan. Only 2 points up in Vampiric Aura, but it's enough to do the job. Should also flag the fact that once Roshan's down, there's going to be a full Manta style coming in for the Gyro. There's also a 4-star almost completed over on Mag. Scandal is also getting very close to his own BKB. 2k gold after already having the Open Club, and he may consider just bypassing the BKB and going in for the Aghanims upgrade. Considering how much money he's got, he could do that.
Start taking towers.
That's one way to do it, man. And there's Silent. Mana style, he's actually not buying it yet, but he will. It's only a matter of time. And we're seeing
getting
Razor.
close.
Razor's building a BKB too. He got the Mithril Hammer and not the Point Booster like I thought he might. Yeah, but you're talking about Ember?
He's getting close to Battle Fury. It's 20 minutes in. He's not too far away.
Your normal timing on that, there was like 22, 24 minutes in for an Ember.
For a safe lane or mid Ember, yeah, but he's off lane Ember. So, you know, give him a couple more minutes and it's fine.
True. But it's still rather late. What is always want to fly doing? He's on a mission award right now. Very uncommon ward positioning too. This is all just prep for the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Normally if you're going to do a D ward, you're going to be searching this cliff area down here. Right there. And that sentry ward will not detect the observer ward up on the tree line.
Yeah, it could be for mid as well, because they really want the Void or the Ember to be farming this top lane. And if they go for a push top or mid onto the tier 2, they want to know where they can relocate, catching stragglers.
Fly. Blink. He went for the Hellfire Blast. He's going to throw it out, and he actually couldn't outjot him here, of all people. But this is a Wraith King with a reincarnation. You know he's happy to let it trigger. Mag's also used his Blade Mail already, but Silent and Solo, they're walking up the river. And there you go. Always on a fly, jumps in. Seedoy, he'll again go for this big chrono, but at the same time, the hook shot with the call down. Clockwork doing some heavy work, and they never even killed Always on a fly. Solo actually tethered to him to buff up the blinking now Wraith King. But they take a 3-for-0 trade. And again, another one-man chrono. That call down which got off from Silent before the fight began, and the hookshot follow-up. Clutch from Empire.
Yeah, but Wraith King has free reign of these fights. They can't do anything to him. They don't want to be slowed by reincarnation because they know that they'll get relocated upon and then have the Razor come in and stomp on them. So they can't kill him. Then they can't run from him because he's blinking into the middle of 3 of them, sort of, you know, come at me. I am a damage sink. Throw your spells at me so the rest of my team can do whatever the hell they want. But yeah, I agree. Mag has been exceptional in this game.
Yeah, his positioning. Just give it props right now. And Empire know they can go high ground because they didn't use a single one of their... Actually, they used the BKB on Gyro, but he's got Nagus Steam on. You got a BKB over on Scandal. The tree oldie will now come off from Jotum and Seedoy, trying to beat him down, but there's no chrono. There's a cooldown back available for Silent. Is he just let it rip? He's holding onto it, just letting the flag cannon do the heavy work, and they go through BZZ. Nice light strike array on Mag. He's got so many light points, they just survived this one. Scandal, one more attack. The Plasma Field, in fact, will get the kill over on the Ember Spirit. They buy back over on him too. A desperate attempt to hold on to this tier 3 tower. It's all or nothing now, so you may as well buy back. And, well, he'll have a crack at Always Want to Fly, but the cooldown's on the way in from Silent. And this will help him just secure the tier 3 tower. So a little bit of extra space. There's more Sleight of Fist coming out there from BZZ. But the tier 3 tower is still being whittled away, and the Clockwork hook shot in. He got y'all. He'll get the Mystic Flare off, but of course that's what happens when you pop off your Blade Mail. You burn yourself in the sun. And the melee ranks are still being whittled away. Void's alive again. Chronos available. He's already at 340 life points.
No.
And speak of the Ember, GG! BZZ calls it after Silent just takes him out too easily.
You were talking about time and how much time Void had after getting the Midas. Apparently not enough. 23 minutes into the game and it's done.
That's the risk you play when you play Greed, man. Gold is a wonderful thing, but you can sink to the bottom of the ocean floor if you try and hold on to it before you know how to float. And that